Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at Rose, and before we do, peek over at Bitcoin just so you kind of understand what's going on there, because Bitcoin's, I guess you could say, misbehaving in the short term, because we've got a pretty strong continuation of the downside with pretty much price rejected at 48,500 and went straight down ever since. So just know that that's creating a little bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. A lot of coins that were taking off today and yesterday are now slowing down, kind of getting these nice doji candles, so to speak. So just bear that in mind when looking at Rose here today, okay? So before we look at Rose too, I want you to know I'm not a financial advisor, right? I just love teaching people how to trade, and this is my day job, literally. I do this every single day for a living, so I just love helping people become more self-sufficient like I am. And I have a trading community with that specific purpose in place. I'm creating a trading academy next month. We'll have that available to all my members in January. So just keep that in mind. Really cool opportunity to kind of walk you through how to become a better trader, or more so just how to become a trader in the first place. Basic, intermediate, and advanced users as well. So it kind of covers the whole 9 yards there. And I also send out signals for every single trade that I take. And Rose is one of those considerations here we might want to kind of think about sending out a signal for, because it's exuding some really good qualities. We see a pretty strong extension here. In fact, why don't we go ahead and take a quick look at this here first. So if you're new to the channel or just TD sequential in general, what it does, it takes the fourth previous candlestick and counts up to 9. Once you hit 9, it's a state of exhaustion and the price should retrace or consolidate. So we hit a 9 here 2 days ago, and we've also got 2 extra days on top of that. So just note that we are kind of, this continuation needs to have some kind of consolidation before it legs up again. And also understand too, we're coming up to a major key level resistance zone here. In fact, if we go ahead and mark this right here on the chart, you can see the previous 1 day candlestick high is for 41.7 cents. Okay, so that could essentially work as a resistance here to push the price back down. If the price comes back down, it might come down and bounce off at right around 36 cents, which was obviously a level of contention there where it couldn't pass that point initially. Right? There was a resistance there, therefore that should be the new support. So I can confidently say that 36.4 cents is probably the bottom we'll see if the price comes back down. Again, depending what Bitcoin does here, right? If we lose 46,000 for Bitcoin, totally different story. We're going to be in a new discovery type of market, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think today, being tax purposes, we're going to see Bitcoin kind of struggle, for lack of better terms. Very last day of the year. That happens a lot. Most trading, you'll see that happen quite frequently near year end, right? Okay, so anyway, so that's kind of where we're at there for Rose, just in a big picture synopsis, right? We're above both moving averages. RSI is peaking up over 70, which is perfectly fine. That is working as a resistance, which is synonymous with the 1 day candlestick high here at 41.8 cents, okay? So just keep that in mind. The 1 day candlestick high is equally as important as the all-time high. Okay, it creates a resistance channel. So just kind of note that right here in this range is a resistance channel. Okay, so once we get past that, it'll be open season. What we should expect to see, or hopefully hope to see, is a price break above, kind of work within that channel for a short while, and then leg up again. But I'd like to see some consolidation there because we are a bit on the overextended side. Okay, so that's just kind of what we're looking at. Now, the 4-hour moving averages, we can see we're above the 50 and the 200. That's excellent. We are under 70 in the RSI, allowing it to calm down, which is equally as good. We need that to kind of relax, because an RSI over 70 on the 4-hour chart can essentially lead to a retracement. And with us being overextended on the 9-day candlesticks, right, we need to ensure that we kind of calm down and get some kind of consolidation, get more volume at this price point before we leg up. Because if we don't have enough volume, we're going to have a significant decrease in price. Okay. Now, Rose is good because it does have a strong foundation of price. So if we look at the volume profile here, you'll see there's a really good accumulation between 27 and just say 30 cents. There's a good volume there. But the fact of the matter is we don't have a tremendous amount of volume where the price action is at right now. And until that increases, this leg up could come back down. Okay. Again, just something to be aware of. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen, it's just something to be mindful of. So taking a look here at the Ichimoku cloud, we can see we have the price within the price action there, or sorry, the lagging span within the price action. That's this green line here, basically telling us we do not want to consider taking entry just yet, because of the simple fact that that's kind of a signal to close your position if you have one open, right? The conversion line is above the baseline, so that's good, and we're above the cloud as well. So if the price does come down to retrace, it might come here to retrace and to kind of bounce off of 40 cents and continue upwards, because that's how the cloud works. It works as a support level. If we lose that support, of course, price could come down to 36. I would say both 36 and 40 cents are equal opportunities for good entry points. So maybe consider setting alerts at both price points to see what happens there, right? So maybe I'll set my alert at 40 cents, kind of get a reminder so I can take a look at it once it comes down a little bit lower. Okay, so again, just some things to kind of keep in the forefront of your mind. Rose is a bit on the overextended side. It makes sense it's going sideways right now, especially with Bitcoin retracing. But you got to imagine, like, Bitcoin is retracing heavily, and we're not seeing that significant of a retracement from Rose, all things considered, right? I mean, most other charts, you see the prices are going this way for most coins, not just this kind of like this tentative, not wanting to go much further down scenario, right? So it does tell us that 40.7 cents might be a strong support level too, okay? So I think between 30, what is it, 30, let's get it exact, 36.5. So 36.5 upwards of 41 cents is a pretty strong support channel. So the price comes within that range. It would be healthy to increase the amount of volume in that range there. So we can see we're getting a lot of volume close where the price is at, but we need more volume to get that strong base to build on top of, right? So how do you build a good building, a sturdy building, right? It needs to have a firm foundation, a good foundation. That's how trading is too. If you don't have a support based on volume, then you're going to lose that support. It could fall out. The bottom could fall out, right? And that's why I feel 46,000 is a pretty good price point for Bitcoin right now, because there's a tremendous amount of volume accumulation there. Yeah. So there's just little things you want to try to consider and understand and look at before you take entry. Okay, so all in all, that's kind of what we're looking at here. That's kind of where we're at for Rose. I would say that we're in pretty good shape to see the price continue upwards. We're just going to see some type of resistance. We need more volume accumulation between 36 and 41 cents in order to get this next leg up comfortably. But right now, it's been on the overextended side. If it continues to progress much higher, much faster, and just blows right straight through the top, you can expect it to come back down soon, okay? But also note, if it does continue to progress higher than its current resistance at roughly 46 cents, then we can establish that as a new support level. And at that point, we'll have a different conversation. We'll reestablish our Fibonacci retracement levels and understand kind of what that looks like. But for right now, I'd say that 60 cents is probable based on the previous data here. Because if you see here, we've seen an increase in the last 2 weeks of approximately 70%. We take that same kind of increase and move it up here, we'd have a 40% return over the next potential 2 weeks. And again, potential is a key word here. We need Bitcoin to be a little more consistent, have less fear, uncertainty, and doubt, allow Rose to continue upwards. Even though, yes, it doesn't care much about Bitcoin, Rose has to consolidate soon or it's going to lose its bottom, okay? It's going to fall out if we're not careful. It's had 11 days of bullish momentum. We need it to calm down a little bit longer than just a 24-hour period, okay? All right, so that's kind of where we're at there. I hope you found benefit. If you do, comment below, like, subscribe, etc. Feel free to join my Telegram community. Well, it's currently through Telegram. We're transitioning to Discord, by the way, and a website platform to facilitate a better learning environment for our members with our Trading Academy rolling out month end in January. So I would recommend starting in January to get locked into the grandfather rate, so to speak, because the price will inevitably be increasing because of that Trading Academy that I have, that I've got such a large amount of requests for. I need to make sure that we get good quality content there. So check that out, of course, in your own time. Ask me questions if you have too, or if you have them, of course, through Telegram. That's the best way to reach me, at CryptoCache Tech. Okay, so be happy to hear from you. Hope to get to know you better. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Take care. Thank you.